actually. Never
Morning, Dom.
Good afternoon, Rick.
Morning, you lot.
Morning.
You're watching the Two Fuels. So we're on Zoom. In case you've not noticed, we're on Zoom. UK lockdown 3.0, still here, still sat there. Can't do much, can't go anywhere. So we're going to look at.
We're padding.
We're padding. Well, we're padding, but we've got some good padding. That's the thing. We're not just kind of going, well, here's the five things I hate about my Mini Clubman, and then go and walk around and make up 5 crap things that you really don't hate about it. It's just you thought you'd do it. And then next week we'll do 5 things I love about my Mini Clubman. And then there were the same 5 things. So we're not doing that, are we, Dom? Anyway, so we're not doing that. We've got some decent padding. We're going to look at some of the old videos over the next few weeks from my road trip company, slapadventures.com, which Dom is the sidekick on and comes and helps out with the recce trips and the running of the trips and blah, 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 blah. So we've done 8 or 9 Euro trips now, Dom.
We've been around the block.
So we thought what we'd do is, while we can't go out and film cars, we've already got loads of film of cars. So we're going to have a look at our 2018 European road trip, which we did, called it Curve Hunter. And this was to the Italian Dolomites, the Austrian Tyrol, and we dipped our toe in and out the Black Forest, bit of Switzerland, etc., etc., etc.
We go to Ischgl as well, Ischgl is a great place.
Ischgl, is that not the home of coronavirus? Is this where it all started, yeah?
This is where it all started, you see.
This is the European epicenter of coronavirus. Dom likes going snowboarding there. And well, he likes drinking there. I don't know about snowboarding. When we go past Ischgl, when we're going over the Silvretta pass on there. So let's have a little look at the video, and then we'll come back, and me and Dom will probably waffle a little bit over the video and talk about some of the passes that we go on. So let's have a look at the video. So yeah, these trips that we do, normally about 2,000 miles from the UK back to the UK. From when you're getting into the continent, into France, it's normally a 2,000-mile round trip from Calais back to Calais again. And we go out on these trips, and we're out up to the up into the mountains. We spend a good day slogging through France. So it's quite good fun though, because there's 20-25 cars on these trips, so everybody has a bit of a chat on the walkie-talkies. Has to listen to Dom's dulcet tones.
It's a long. The first day, to be honest, is a long slog. Slog's not the right word, because it's a nice slog, but it's still. But you need to do it, because if you don't do it, then you lose a day. And to be fair, once you've done that little bit of graft, it becomes a much nicer place to be in.
It doesn't matter day one, everyone's excited anyway, everyone's giddy, there's a lot of nice cars, everyone's dead giddy. You get into France, bosh, straight through France, ham and cheese baguette, which obviously you've got to buy in France now, because you can't take ham and cheese into France. Anyway, let's not go there. But you buy your ham and cheese baguette, you get back in the car, straight through. So this trip took us out, you can see now we are up in the mountains. We're in the Italian Dolomites there, they were good fun.
Yeah, they were great work. They're a very different mountain range to the Swiss Alps as regards of, well, obviously because the Swiss Alps are in Switzerland and the Italian Dolomites in Italy.
This is why I take Dom on the trips to help out, because he's a sharp knife in the block. So yeah, we had a mix of cars on this trip. There's Dom in the little Mini. Well, yeah, so we're out in the Dolomites, got plenty of cyclists out there. We also bumped into, who did we bump into out there?
Our Slide Lover.
Our Slide Lover was out there with the GT2 RS, GT3 RS. Various bits and bobs, going sideways, doing his bits and bobs out there, generally being a bit anarchic. So then we're out in Austria. We're out in Austria as well, which Austria is a mega place to go to. There's some fantastic mountains out there. We go over the Grossglockner, and we go over the Silvretta, which are the 2 notable ones out there. Both toll roads. Grossglockner's mega fun.
I honestly think the Silvretta is probably it's up there in the top 2 or 3 best roads in the world. I think it's a bit of not an unknown, that's the wrong thing, but you know, everybody sort of looks at Stelvio and Grossglockner and Furk and stuff like that, but that Silvetta Pass is just like, it's mega. It's such a different road. It's a road of 2 halves. You know, the first half is very open and flowing. You get to the bottom and drop down the other side. It's like, it's hairpin central, but a much better hairpin than Stelvio.
I was going to say, Stelvio's just a bit. Stelvio's one to tick off your list, but it's too much. Whereas, like you drop down the Silvretta, there's some fantastic hairpins down there. If you're rear wheel drive, you're going to have some fun. Put it that way.
It's a great road. So I think it's a truly wonderful.
So all the roads that we do over there, Dom, just quickly before we exit out of our video today, we've got we've done the Dolomites, we've done the Silvretta, we missed out the Timmelsjoch, that's in Austria as well. So we cut through. This is one where we came out of Solden, and with this for about 15 minutes, you straight out into the open roads. I remember quite clearly Dave Hunt in his GTR was like, I wasn't quite expecting this, as we were all like, whoa.
Because you sort of like roll into it and you sort of wake up and then go, oh, right, okay, and you slowly, whereas that was like you rolled out of bed onto a mountain pass. Obviously, you're a bit earlier, there's less traffic, so you can tend to have a little bit more spirited driving, I think is the correct term that people use, which is half the reason why you go on these trips, if I'm being honest.
Well, the plan is on these, isn't it? You get up early, so you get to the mountain passes before they get busy. So there's a restricted window of when you can get out to the mountains in the summer, but you want to get up there so that when they're opening, this is the toll road mountains, not the generic mountains, but the toll road mountains like the Timmelsjoch, Grossglockner, and Silvretta. Get there while they're open, get on them, and have some good fun. So yeah, they're kind of the trips that we've been involved in. That was the footage from our slap adventures in 2018. Whether we're going to get out there again this year, Dom? Everyone's like that. Everyone's like that. We're going to get there, because sitting watching videos of the mountain roads and not being able to get there is becoming a bit torturous, shall we say?
I hope so, because between driving in Europe and snowboarding in Europe are 2 of my real passions, and I keep looking at YouTube videos and I'm both going, will I ever get back to do that ever again? You know, obviously it's a great place to go, and if you get a chance to do it, then you know, definitely take the bull by the horns and have a go, because it's a really good experience. So
well, yeah, Slap Adventures, we've got 2 trips this year in place. There's one in the summer. I'm a little dubious about that one, but I'd love to think it's going to happen. There's one in September, which has got to happen. Surely that's got to happen. And that trip in September is pretty much along the lines of the Curve Hunter trip that you've just watched, but it is with some slightly elevated hotels. So we've got some really cool 4- and 5-star hotels in that one. You've done that trip before, Dom?
Yeah, it's nice to be fair. The likes of the Interalpen and the Aquadome are definitely up there with the nice hotels of the world. So yeah, I would definitely, if you can do it, have a do, because it's good fun.
So thank you for watching the video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel and ring the bell if you like what you've been seeing. We're going to come back next week with another video of our previous trips. We've got 4 or 5 more road trip videos. We'll talk through some of the mountains, pop some photos up on the screen, and we'll have a little bit of a chat and done. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week. Thank you very much.